If you're a lover of furry friends or even scaly, today is the day to give yours some extra love because it's National Pet Day. National Pet Day is celebrated every year on April 11th as a way to recognize the joy that pets bring into our lives and to raise awareness about the animals waiting in shelters for their forever homes. The purpose is to encourage people to adopt rather to shop and to show appreciation for all pets, whether furry, feathered, or scaled. So you can celebrate today by pampering your pet with an extra treat, donating to a local shelter, or sharing a photo online to spread the love. However you choose to observe, it's a reminder that pets are family too. Amen to that. Today is also National Therapy Dog Day, recognizing the work done by these amazing four-legged friends. Therapy dogs are different than service dogs, and it turns out yours might have what it takes if they want to join the force. Here to teach us about the awesome work that therapy dogs can do is Barbara Wilson, the author of Chuck, the World's Greatest Therapy Dog. And you have two very special guests with you today, Barbara. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I do have, this is Duncan. And Duncan's owner passed away about a year ago, but is adopted by my lovely neighbor, Aunt Sue. And Duncan is 12 years old. He's a Labrador Retriever. He's the English version. The American version, so he's thinner. He was mainly, went into schools, and the kids that maybe acted up a little bit, and she did not want it to be a disciplinary thing, but he would go and just sit with them, and the kids would just read to him, and he'd make eye contact and smile and love on them. And this is Lexi.
Lexi is exploring the studio.
Yeah,
I know.
She wants to keep exploring.
Lexi, you're great. You're just checking it all out. So two really wonderful service animals who bring a
They're
lot
not
of
service
joy.
animals.
Excuse me, not service animals. Therapy dogs. The difference in service animals and therapy dogs. Can you just give us a snapshot of that? Really
Yeah, and it's a very important distinguishment because people ask me that all the time. A service dog is a working dog. You do not approach them. They're being hired to do something very specific. Therapy dogs, now there are several different types of therapy dogs. What I'm here as an ambassador for is just your everyday family dog. And their only job is to love and be loved. And they love to be approached, they love to be pet, they love to hang out with people. But then there are therapy dogs that maybe are used for stress or anxiety, or maybe you have seizures, and then that's a different type of therapy dog, or disaster relief therapy dogs. But the service dogs are in a whole other category of training.
Yeah, so a completely different category, and I have to say I'm a little bit partial to you, Duncan, because you have a big pet me sign on you, which I love to see. So tell me really why you were so inspired. You had a wonderful dog named Chuck that really inspired not only your journey with these dogs, but also inspired you to write a book.
Yes, it was, we went, he was for 10 and a half years, and for 8 of those years, we went into the mental health hospital because no one would bring their dog there. And he just absolutely loved it. We went to Levine's Cancer Institute, we went to children's homes. It was just such an experience, the way all they do is walk in a room. They don't do anything special, there's no tricks. So I started writing these stories down. And then I said, well, gosh, this is kind of a journal of stories. So I did publish it. It's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Park Road Books. And we're going to have an event coming up, but it's just the inspiration of what they bring to people. And some of the stories are just really funny. I mean, stealing socks out of some guy's room, you know, just running into some place that had been in the Cancer Institute. There was a curtain, and he just flipped it with his neck, and the poor guy was half naked. You know,
oh wow!
Chuck wanted to go visit.
Right. So I mean, just fun stories, and again, that lightheartedness that you're bringing to spaces that often have a lot of sadness and a lot of heavy weight. So bringing that joy and using the wonderful love of animals to do so. Now, another thing that you're a huge advocate for is helping people go through this process with their own animals that might qualify. So walk me through that process. What is that like?
Yes, I get asked that question a lot too, or did, about the certification process. You don't have to be certified to go, say, into a nursing home, whatever, but if you want to go into the hospitals or do some of the special work, you do have to be certified. Now, I trained Chuck myself. I'm pointing to Duncan, but I think it's always good to get your dog trained anyway. So one is dog elite training, Courteous Canine is another one to use, but they just have to pass 13 things they have to do to be certified. They're not hard things. Sit, stay, come, you know, be out of my sight for a while, have people approach you like in wheelchairs or whatever, just things that what they'll encounter. They have to have the temperament. From the very beginning, they have to have the temperament. So what does that mean? It just means they're friendly, as you can see.
Well, these two clearly qualify.
They're friendly.
Clearly they qualify.
They're supposed to be calm and gentle because, of course, they can't run and jump on a
right.
kid. They have to be confident, just meaning when they walk into a room, they're not startled like with all this going on here.
Sure.
And at ease in a lot of situations. Quick example, we were visiting a hospital, and the volunteer director asked me, and this is how she asked me. She said, would Chuck mind going into the ER? And I'm thinking, how do I ask Chuck that? But what her question was, it's noisy, and at any particular time the doors fly open, and they just have to not be startled.
Right. I mean, so many wonderful qualifications. I want to make sure that we have your information up on the screen, so if anyone wants more information, they want to get inspired by Chuck and his adventures, they can learn more. Thank you so much for sharing this
You're very
and
welcome.
bringing some furry friends to visit us today. Jorge, did you get enough pets?
Listen, I love Duncan's little ears. Look at them. They're adorable.
And
I
may
love
mention that
therapy
we'll be at the
dogs.
Wooden Robot Brewery? No?
Yeah, real quick. Yeah,
Okay,
tell us.
okay, this Sunday, 2 to 3:30, we're going to be at the Wooden Robot Brewery in Noda, and to sign a book. But the most fun thing is we're going to have a little contest. Says, does your dog have what it takes to be a therapy dog?
Wonderful. Jorge, we'll see if we got what it takes.
I love it.
No
Thank you,
certification.
ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, puppy.